Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Katarina. Today I wanted to film the 21 questions makeup tag created by Allie Glines. Let's just get straight into it because I bet this is going to be a long video. Question number 1. What is the oldest makeup product in your collection? My oldest makeup product is the Too Faced Chocolate Bar Eyeshadow Palette. I have bought this one in summer of 2015, so it is nearly 6 years old already, but you know, it's still performing fine. This year though, it is my Panda palette, so I am putting a little bit more effort to it because I love this palette and I do think it should look a little bit more loved. Question number 2. What is your most recent makeup purchase? So I did place an order to Cult Beauty about a week ago. I still have not gotten my order, but I will let you know what I bought. I finally decided to repurchase the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in Mood Exposure. I have had this blush previously and I used it up completely last year and I have missed it ever since. Another product I bought was the Urban Decay Wise lipstick in the shade Back Talk. I have never tried the Urban Decay Wise lipstick formula, so I was curious about it, and also this color looks beautiful. It reminds me a lot of a lipstick from Pacifica that I just finished maybe a week ago, and I already missed the color, so I wanted to get this lipstick. Also, I did buy one eyeshadow palette. This year I originally allowed myself 4 eyeshadow palette purchases, and the first one I bought previously this year, and I wasn't supposed to buy the second palette before April. However, one palette that I really wanted to get and that has been tempting me for a longer time was 30% off, and it is a pricier palette, so I decided to get it right now. I thought that even if I wait for my birthday, for example, most likely I won't be able to get as good discount of this palette, so I did purchase the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette. Question number 3 is, what is the first makeup product you ever used? If I remember correctly, it was a red lipstick from a brand called Lumene, that is a Finnish brand. I believe I was 9 years old, almost 10 years old, and I had just gotten like some money that I could spend, and I had gone shopping with my friend. And for some reason I decided to purchase this red lipstick. What can I say? I just love red lipstick, and I guess that is when it started. Question number 4. What is a makeup trend that you used to love but now hate? So I used to be way more into really smoky eyeshadow looks. I wouldn't go as far as saying that I loved those looks, but I enjoyed doing them once in a while. However, I don't really love that trend anymore. On myself, I think on some people smoky eyeshadow looks absolutely amazing, but on me, if I wear something deep like all over my lid, I just feel it makes my eyes look so much smaller. So today is like kind of like the darkest what I like to have on my lid. Like the eyeshadow I'm wearing today, it is a loose eyeshadow single that is like really reflective, but this is like the amount of depth I would want to have, not more than this, because really dark eyeshadows all over my eyes just make my eyes so small, and I feel it makes me look tired, and I even feel that it makes me look older. Then question number 5 is the opposite. What is a makeup trend that you used to hate but now love? I would say nude lips. When I was a teenager, I used to wear like a lot of nude lips, and I kind of got over it, and I was so sick of it that in my early 20s I didn't want to wear nude lipstick at all. I only liked to wear something a little bit more colorful, like red or pink or something like that. But recently I have fallen back in love with nude lips. I still don't like lipstick that is so nude, that is like as light as your skin tone. So if I do have a nude that is really light, I do like to wear it with a deeper lip liner. But also nude lipstick doesn't need to mean like a skin tone-ish nude. It can also be like a little bit deeper, little bit more wearable nude. I will actually share with you my favorite nude from my collection. So this is from Too Faced. It is their natural nude lipstick in the set Birthday Suite. Unfortunately, Too Faced has now discontinued these lipsticks, but this one is absolutely beautiful. So there you can see it. It is this slightly pinky but still neutral nude where it doesn't pull too much of pink. I absolutely do love this. I think this is that kind of nude lipstick that would go with anything. Question number 6. What is your favorite step in your makeup routine? Oh, I honestly don't know. These questions are so difficult. Well, if we think about like my favorite steps, what are my favorite steps to do? Maybe eyeshadow, that is something fun and something where I can be creative. Lipstick is like my favorite product in general, but also I would say that foundation is kind of like my favorite, one of my favorite steps because it is so satisfying to do it. Question number 7 is what is a makeup product you can't live without? There are a bunch of different products that I love and that I say that I couldn't live without, but if I'm being completely honest, I wouldn't want to do just like one part of my makeup routine and not do anything else. Well, if there is one part that I would do and leave the rest of my face bare, it would probably be brows, just because I don't really have that much of brows on my own. Question number 8. What sparked your love for makeup? I do think it is the fact that with makeup I can feel more confident and even more beautiful because I can emphasize the best parts of myself. And also makeup for me is kind of like my creative outlet. I wouldn't say I am like a super creative person. I used to be more creative. I used to love writing and drawing when I was way younger than now. But nowadays I would say my creative outlet is my makeup and also my style in general. Question number 9. What is the worst makeup look you have ever done? This one was when I did have my Finnish YouTube channel several years ago. I believe I have made this video in 2016. I created a video to the challenge makeup with products I hate, and my makeup was a disaster. You know, even if I use one makeup product that I absolutely hate, if I pair it with other products that I absolutely love, usually I can get it work. But if I use only products that I really dislike, I mean, even if I try really hard, the result is not likely going to be good. Like, I remember I used a foundation that was like the worst foundation I have ever tried. It was the NYX Stay Matte but Not Flat foundation. It was supposed to be like full coverage matte foundation, but it didn't cover anything and it clinged to all of the imperfections I had on my skin. Then I used an eyeshadow that when I applied it, it like blended out to nothing and there was a bunch of fallout on my cheeks. I don't want to link you the video because, you know, I'm kind of like embarrassed about the videos I made to my old Finnish channel. However, if I can get snapshots, I will take them to you. Let's just move on and quickly. What is your favorite makeup look you have ever done? I would say that any neutral eyeshadow look with red lipstick that I have done, that is just my go-to look, and that is a look I always do wear for a special occasion where I need to be like and look my best. I really wish I wore red lipstick more often nowadays, but since I am working on so much eyeshadow that doesn't necessarily look the best with red lipstick, I haven't worn it that much. But as I have been talking, I'm thinking of taking a break from project panning after this year, and I just really want to wear looks that make me feel good and looks that I want to wear. Question number 11. What is your favorite drugstore makeup product? I do have so many drugstore favorites, but if I need to name one, I would say it's the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. This one is just so good, and you know, if this foundation costs 30 euros, I would still buy it. This is a really good coverage, it lasts very well, but still it's so lightweight and looks so good on my skin, so yeah, this is my favorite drugstore makeup product. Then question number 12. What is your favorite Splurge makeup product? Like higher end products that I just keep repurchasing. I will need to say the Urban Decay setting sprays. You have heard me talk about these so often. These are high-end, but they are not like really something I consider a splurge or luxury, especially since these do contain quite a bit. They contain 180 milliliters, which is 4.0 fluid ounces. I just really do love them, especially the all-nighter one. I have never used any other setting spray that really makes my makeup last longer, but all-nighter does. I don't know how it does it, but it does. Then if I want to wear something kind of like a little bit more calming and hydrating, I do wear the chill one. And I have decided that I will stop looking for a new favorite setting spray, because every time that I try a new setting spray, I end up being disappointed because I compare everything new that I test to the Urban Decay ones and I just feel nothing compares. So instead I'm going to save my money and I'm going to buy these, and I will take advantage of sales when those are happening. Question number 13. What is your most repurchased makeup product? It needs to be the NYX Micro Pro Pencil, because this is something that I always keep repurchasing. I don't even want to try a new Pro Pencil because, again, similar story than with setting sprays. Every time I try a new Pro Pencil, I end up being disappointed. So this is all I use, and I do go through a Pro Pencil fairly quickly. Question number 14. What is your earliest makeup memory? I remember my mom having some makeup when I was a child, but I don't remember putting it on myself ever. But I remember that she had a red lipstick and she wore it once in a while. Then I also remember she had some sort of a weird, kind of like purpley, almost like Magneta sort of mascara. I don't know if that was meant for hair or for lashes, and I don't remember she ever used that, but I do remember that product. It was super weird. Question number 15. What is your favorite place to shop for makeup? I never buy my makeup everything from one place. Like very often you hear someone who lives in the States buying all or almost all of their makeup from Ulta, because you can get so much from there. Unfortunately, I need to buy my favorites from all different places. In the mall that I work in, there is a store called Mini Money, and they do sell Catrice and Essence. So whenever I need something from those brands, I do check out my local Mini Money. And also there is a store called Sokos Emotion, so there I can purchase, for example, NYX products. Then from online stores, I would say my favorite stores are Cult Beauty, Beauty Bay, Look Fantastic and Feel Unique. And by the way, those stores are all located in the UK, but even though Brexit happened, if you do live in Europe, you can still order from those sites without having to worry about taxes. I have this year ordered a couple of times from Cult Beauty and once from Look Fantastic, and these large stores are thankfully able to take care of the customs for customers, so that we don't need to worry about those. But yeah, the reason why I love those online stores is that they do sell so much of different brands, and I can get like multiple things that I want from the one place, from these websites. Also, one website where I do buy quite a bit is called Lux Plus. They do sell some e.l.f. products, not all of my favorite store, but some, and also they do sell NYX products for really good prices. So that is where I most of the times get my NYX products, and also my false lashes I do get from there. Question number 16. What is the most underrated makeup product you own? This was also a little bit difficult one, because I don't feel I have a favorite that is something that no one ever talks about. At least right now I don't feel like that. But something that is truly a favorite for me, and I don't feel that many people rave about anymore at least, is the Juvia's Place, the Nubian 2 eyeshadow palette. I know Juvia's Place is a really popular brand and they are really hyped for a reason. Their eyeshadow formula is amazing, not only for the price but in general. But I don't hear a lot of people talking about this specific palette, and I really don't know why, because I think this is the best palette they have made. Well, I will say I have only tried 4 of their palettes. I have not tried all. For me, this is a perfectly executed neutral with a pop of color sort of palette. It is wearable, but it is not boring by any means, and everything in this palette goes together. It is such a beautiful color story, but also the formula in this palette is really amazing. There is not a single dot in this palette, when in every other Juvia's Place palettes that I have tried, there has been at least 1 or 2 shades that were not performing that well. I will swatch the shade Sheba, which is like a neutral bronze, and maybe Egypt, which is a green. So here you can see the swatches. Also, the mattes in this palette perform so well. I don't bother swatching them to you right now, but they are really easy to work with and really blendable, but they do still have decent pigmentation. So I love this palette. And then question number 17 is, what is the most overrated makeup product you own? This hands down must be the Charlotte Tilbury Hot Lips lipstick in the shade Kim KW. I paid 30 euros for it. It's not worth 30 euros. But even if it was like a 3 euro lipstick, I still wouldn't say it's good. So the color itself is quite pretty. It is this pinky peachy nude. It is really pale. Here you can see it. It's way paler than the Too Faced one. The staying power of this is not good at all. Like if I film with this, I will have that white ring on my lips after I'm done filming. That is how poorly this one wears. So yeah, I just think it's kind of like a mediocre formula for way too high price tag. And I'm surprised because I also do have Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in the shade Nude Kate. This one is from the Kissing line, and they are supposed to be same formula, but the Nude Kate one performs so much better. It actually wears decently. Here you can see the swatch of that. That is clearly more like a brown nude, and I do really love this, but I don't know why the Kim KW is performing so poorly. That it doesn't stay on even if you just talk. Question number 18. What is a discontinued makeup product you wish would come back? Some of you might disagree with me on this next one, but I wish Urban Decay would bring back the original Naked palette and the Naked 2 palette, and why not the Naked Smoky palette, and I wish they would stop releasing these nonsense palettes on the Naked line that have nothing to do with Naked. I really think they should have kept Naked line as kind of like a neutral, wearable sort of line, and palettes like Ultraviolet or the new Wild West, they could have launched under different lines. So yeah, I kind of have lost my interest when it comes to Urban Decay eyeshadows in general. The only one that is on my wish list from the brand is their Born to Run eyeshadow palette. That one looks really beautiful, but that one actually reminds me a lot of this palette. Like they have so many similar colors. So in that palette there's also like a bunch of neutrals, some blue, some green, orange, purple. Yeah, when it comes to the Naked palettes, I'm just not interested. Like the Wild West, I know that's like everybody's favorite right now, but I'm sorry, in my opinion that looks ugly. Question number 19. Where do you go for makeup inspiration? If I'm looking for makeup inspiration, I do go usually to Pinterest. Especially if I'm working in a project pan on a colorful eyeshadow, it helps me to see different ways that people have used that specific eyeshadow color. But also with neutral looks, I feel sometimes I can kind of like be in a rut where I combine all the colors similarly. So sometimes I look also inspiration for more neutral looks from Pinterest. However, sometimes I may look for inspiration from YouTube, but really rarely, to be honest, because I'm just not someone who wants to follow a tutorial to create a look. Like I can take inspiration from a picture that is ready, but you know, step by step doing something similarly than someone else, it doesn't necessarily work out for me, because I may do my makeup a little bit differently, I may have different eye shape. However, sometimes if I'm using a specific palette, for example, and I do want to see different ways people have used the palette, I may go to check out the videos to see what kind of looks they have created. Question number 20. What do you hope to see less of in makeup's future? Definitely makeup shaming. That's always something that, I don't know, makes me feel kinda like sad, because you know, there are so many different makeup styles and makeup looks and so many different colors, and there is something for everyone. And you know, even if you don't love what someone else is doing, it's not away from you. Of course, we don't all need to like the same makeup looks or makeup styles, but it does make a difference like how we talk about. Then the last question, question number 21. What do you hope to see more of in makeup's future? I would probably say that more intentional releases from brands, but I don't think this is something we're going to see. I mean, another thing I would want to see less of from brands is like brands like Colourpop that release like a product after product after product, and you know, it's not about the fact that I can't keep up. I don't expect to keep up with a makeup brand, but it gets just overwhelming and I don't even get excited about their releases because everything kind of looks the same or something they have done already. So that's another thing what I want to see less of in makeup. What I want to see more is kind of like fewer and more intentional releases. So brands that do a little releases, but they put a lot of effort to those. But yeah, that was everything for today. I had super fun time filming this tag, even though some of the questions were so difficult, but I loved doing this. Let me know if you have done this tag. I have seen some people do it, but I think I want to go back to watch other people's videos because these questions are so much fun and I really want to know what other people think about these questions. So if you want to, you can comment what you think about any of these questions down to my comments. I would love to chat with you there. Thank you so much for watching this video and see you on my next one. Bye bye!